Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yegi here. Today I have a very exciting video for you. It's something new, colored lashes. But besides that, actually I have another surprise in the video. I am the model, so I do have some of those colored lashes on me, and we're gonna cover few things. So it's actually one of my girls doing the video, and I'm gonna go over the do's and don'ts of the following. So it's a really good learning experience to see those little detail things that you may not notice that you're doing wrong, but you're actually doing wrong and it's getting in your way. So it is really interesting to watch this video, so go for it, and then comment below. Let me know what you think of this type of videos of me kind of critiquing and teaching with the do's and don'ts, so I can know what to do for the future for you guys. But in this one, we'll do the do's and don'ts for taping, removing some eyelashes. So if somebody comes in with few leftover bad eyelashes, isolation, the taping for the corner lashes, placement, like where to place the extension on the natural lash. We're actually gonna mix the B plus curl and a C curl, so you guys can see a different curl mixed in together. And we're gonna use the Mega Volume lashes in black and blue, so you will see a cool little look. All right, well, let's jump right into it. Go. One thing I forgot to say, we're actually gonna use a weird combination of lengths to get this cat eye. I wanted to try and break the rules a little, jump a few sizes in between the lashes we're gonna use. So we're gonna do 9, 10, 11, and 14. So we're gonna jump from 11 to 14, which usually I say don't jump more than one size because we want a smooth transition. We're breaking the rules a little today and getting a cool different look, seeing how it's gonna work. Okay, so it actually worked out fine, if you're wondering, but it was a test for us to see how it would work. So here we go.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to use the under eye patches, and we're going to tape down the bottom eyelashes to protect them from sticking to the top and getting in the way as we're applying the eyelash extensions on the top eyelashes. Since I was the client for this video, I will tell you our goal is to also make sure our client is going to be nice and comfortable throughout the process, so they can have a positive experience and possibly just fall asleep, relax, and really enjoy the process. Now, with that said, take a look at this picture. I froze it for a second, but I want you to look where she placed the tape. It is not okay to place the tape where it's overlapping the water line of the eye. That is incorrect. Even though you want to hold down all the bottom eyelashes so they don't sneak up and get stuck with the top eyelashes, you want the clients to be comfortable. So if you are going to go ahead and tape where it's overlapping the water line, it's definitely going to be poking the client's eye, or it's going to be pulling the bottom eyelashes down, and the client's eye is going to stay open tiny bit, and that's when it's going to sting and burn and be uncomfortable throughout the process. Now, keep in mind, if it's done properly, like I told you, it will be very comfortable for the clients. They won't even feel it. So make sure you are paying attention to how you're using the under eye patches and how you're taping. Take a look at the next image. Now, you also don't want the tape to be so below where you see the skin right there, because then you're not going to be able to see the eyelashes clearly to be able to isolate properly. So make sure it is not pulling down the bottom eyelashes so the waterline or the eye is not exposed, and you are not stabbing the client in the eye basically, so it's not overlapping the client's waterline. Now, let's talk about old lashes and removal. If a client comes in with old eyelashes that are stuck together from makeup, mascara, or if they've just been on there for way too long and they have not been maintained, kind of like mine in the video. I'm sorry, I've been really busy, but take a look. So this is how you would remove it, okay? Actually, sorry. I mean, this is not how you would remove it. Technically, anytime if there's this many and you want to remove it and do a fresh set, you want to remove the whole thing with the remover. You do not want to remove them like this, especially if you're pulling and they're still stuck pretty good and you're pulling and hurting the client, okay? This was actually really painful as I was on the other end, so definitely do not do this. Don't pull on them. Don't hurt your customers. They probably will never come back to if you're hurting them. Now take a look at the slow down video. You see how the skin is getting pulled. Look at that right there. That's really painful. You do not want to remove them like that. Use a remover, remove the whole thing, and start over if there's that many of them. Maybe if there's just one you want to remove without a remover, you can use a twisting technique, which I will show in a different video to remove that one. But look, you don't want to do that for this many. But look at this picture. If you were to banana peel or try to remove one extension, that was a good picture of how you can remove it by splitting it in half to break the bond of the glue, but without pulling the client's natural eyelashes. And if it's only one or two, don't do that if there's that many on there. Instead, use the remover. Now we're going to use the Mega Volume B Plus lashes in 0.05 in 9, 10, 11, and 14, just like I showed you in the picture when we were mapping. And we're going to use a mix tray of the colored Mega Lashes in the C curl. So we are going to mix. We're going to use the Yegi Mega Hold Glue, and we will link all the products below, so don't worry about writing those down. Just pay attention to the video of what you are and you're not supposed to do. Okay, so we went ahead and we divided the lashes into 4 equal parts, and that's where we're going to place the size 9, 10, 11, and 14. Okay, so she didn't write it down on the pad, but just it goes in order from shortest to longest. Okay, and the shortest one goes in the inner corner. Now let's take a look how to grab the fan. So these are the Yegi Mega Volume lashes we're using, and you can choose the thickness or the fullness of the fans you want to hand make with these. But what's special about the Mega Lash is that it is almost self-fanning, so it's super easy to fan it out, and you can see as she's grabbing from the strip, it almost fans itself out and it becomes nice fans that don't fall apart. So you don't have to put in so much effort and time to try to make your fans perfect. They almost come out perfect without even trying. So that's the best part about these. And the colored lashes are from the same line, so you can get nice perfect fans very easily. So she's actually doing a really good job making the fans nice and wide, or as wide as she likes them. As long as they're not clumped together, your fans and are wide and fluffy, that's the right way to make the fans. You want to make them wide and not stuck together. You want to see each strand of the hair within the fan. She's doing a really great job at that. Okay, and we want to place the extension like 1 millimeter to 2 millimeters away from the skin. So pay attention to where we're sticking it right now, and it is gonna go ahead and be right on top of the natural eyelash for best bonding, but it is 1 to 2 millimeters away from the skin. We are not touching the skin. So you also will notice we're jumping around the eye. So we're putting one in the inner corner, one in the outer, one in the middle. We're not just going in a straight line and applying that way. We are jumping around the eye, and that is what's gonna help the extension dry as we jump between one area to the next. Okay, so we don't want to put it too much right next to each other as we're working, because that's going to increase the chance of them sticking together. So that's the reason why we jump around, because I get a lot of people asking me that. Here's a technique you can use with tape to pull the skin a little bit to the right to do the inner corners, just like you saw in the video. So what I recommend is use the white surgical tape instead of the clear tape in the video, because it's a little bit more gentle on the skin. But if somebody's skin is oily and the white tape is not sticking as good, you can use a clear tape. Just when you're removing it, make sure you are very gentle and you remove it very slowly to not hurt the client and to not pull on their skin for no reason. Look at that isolation. That is a perfect isolation. We want to make sure we only see one of the client's natural eyelashes, just like that in the isolation. You don't want any baby hairs stuck in between. You want to isolate cleanly so you don't stick anything together and later on damage the client's natural eyelashes. The better you isolate, the cleaner and straighter the client's eyelashes will look as well. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and brush, and now we're ready to add the blue eyelashes to give it an ombre or a mixed color look. So there we go. It is actually really subtle. You can see the blue in there under the light, but if you don't pay too much attention, they kind of hide within the net or within the black eyelashes. So it's a really cool look. Yeah, so here you go. So that's what you can expect with colored lashes mixed in there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Bye.